Hello, hello, and welcome to the AMA Entertainment TV Network. I am your host, Nikki J, and this episode is sponsored by the Rock Family, the best of the new world. And today, our first guest we have is Aisha Dynasty Griffin. Hello, hello, beautiful. How are you?
How are you?
I am doing wonderful. So we have some very impressive things going on here.
Well, I'll take that.
Yes, ma'am. Very talented. And you come from a long line of talent, right?
I do.
So you got started at an early age.
I did.
So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, we don't have that much time, but I started pretty early. Let my mom tell it started in her belly.
Okay.
My dad, he's been playing for different legends of Motown forever. So I've been around a lot of musically inclined people. My uncle is, well, I call him my uncle because I'm younger, but
Okay.
you know, he's older than me, but he's actually my cousin. His name is Melvin English, rest his soul, passed away. The Temptations. So it's in my blood. I've been doing it ever since elementary school, middle school, high school, to the present. So,
Okay.
I mean, it's a long journey.
So you were actually born in Motown.
I was Detroit, Michigan.
Okay. And you got, I believe you performed first in elementary school. Was it elementary school?
Well, I mean, I guess you can say that. I mean, a lot of artists start off in church, so we can't say that I started off singing for the Lord, and that's when I found this little voice of mine. But yes, I started in elementary school. You know, the school have little programs. I started in the programs.
But your first professional gig was
Middle school.
13, right?
Yeah, that was middle school.
Okay, can you tell us about that?
We don't do it anymore, which I think we should bring it back. But the Birmingham Heritage Festival, I don't know if you remember that. But
I
yes,
do.
Yes,
I do.
I performed at the Birmingham Heritage Festival. That was my first big stage, and there was no turning back ever since then.
I remember the Heritage Festival. I'm not a spring chicken now. I'm not spring chicken.
Yes, you are, girl. Yes, you are.
Okay, so I know you have performed abroad in Japan, correct? So how was that? Tell us a little bit about your experience in Japan and doing some wedding singing.
Yes, wedding singing. I had full formal gown, lounge singing. I did this one little bar that was a little bit more Motown-ish type of vibes. But yes, it was a great experience. It was hard coming back to America, being treated like a superstar and actually being paid like a superstar.
Okay.
So it was a great experience. It was hard at first, of course. I don't know the language, but as you know, I was around everybody so long, I actually started understanding, and I know a little bit. So it was a great experience, and I can't wait to go back.
Well, girl, you look like you can fit in a little bit over there.
You know what?
From the look.
I actually have family in Japan as well. My little brother, he's Japanese and black.
Okay, so. You look like you can fit in a little bit over there.
Yeah, just a little bit.
So what made you come back to the States? From being over there and the experience and the pay, and so what brought you back to the States?
Well, you only could stay so long. You have to go on a work visa.
Okay.
So after the 2 times that I did it, I went on and came back home because I had some things set up in Atlanta to start recording, doing my own original music. So that's what brought me back home. And then, of course, I fell in love.
Okay.
And,
love is a good thing. It's a good thing.
It is. I'm going according to my goals. I did want to fall in love first because, as a lot of people know, this music business is very It's not nice.
It can be brutal.
It can be very brutal, and sometimes you won't know who's actually down for you, actually loves you. So I was like, you know what? I want to find my man, my husband first. So when I go into the business, I know he loved all of me, but not just who I am and what I can do for him. So it all was a process. It was all in God's will, and everything is working out perfect right now. I can't complain.
Awesome. That's good. So tell us about, you have your own label or production?
It's not a label, it's
Okay.
production.
Okay.
I produce music, I engineer. That's also a part of my process. I'm still young, but when I was younger, I came across a couple bad apples.
Okay.
Who will steal from you, you know, everything that you work hard for. So I was like, you know what? I paid attention when I was in the studio and stuff, and I actually learned how to do it myself.
Okay.
Plus, it's always been in me. Anything music is in me. It's not just singing, rapping. Like, I'm really into everything.
Okay.
So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to steal for myself. I'm
There
not
you go.
going to hurt myself. So, you know, no mamas and grandmas say, hey, if you want something done, sometimes you guys got to do it yourself.
There you go. That's right.
So,
That's right.
You know.
Perfect attitude to have.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this past July and your
award.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you,
Yes,
Alabama. My state has completely recognized me, and a lot of people don't take heed and just soak up that moment because it's not a BET award or anything like that. But you have any acknowledgement, especially when you've been grinding so hard. It's an accomplishment. I appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. You know, it really does keep me going to see that people see me.
Yes.
And that award was me basically being seen.
The Alabama Music Awards is really good for doing that and showing the talent and exposing people that are not seen ordinarily.
I appreciate it, guys. I really do.
So we appreciate you, and I thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, and keep doing what you're doing.
I shall. Thank you, guys.
Okay. And our commercial is sponsored by The Rock Fam, the best of the new world. And our next guest, DJ Whitebread himself. Hello.
What's good?
What is going on?
What's happening?
This is a familiar face. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. Doing wonderful. Yeah. You're still mixing and scratching and turning and all that good stuff.
No matter how much I try to get out of it, it's like a drug. It keep calling me, man. It keep calling me. So you know.
But when it's in you, it's in you.
It's there.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Well, you got started early.
Oh yeah.
I think, was it your, correct me if I'm wrong now, but was your first gig at school, in high school, the military ball?
Yeah, it was actually a military ball for real.
There you go.
At Ramsey. Yep.
At Ramsey High School. How was that for you amongst your peers? And, you know, the kids can be so judgmental, so how was that for you?
Man, I mean, it was good. It was funny. Scared all at the same time, but it wasn't even really like I was doing it by myself because everybody was coming in like play this, you know, kind of like everybody was now in the club.
Right.
But
so
now,
at that moment, did you know, okay, this is what I want to do?
Yeah,
Did you have that kind of moment, or was it like I'm not sure?
Yeah, when he cut the check, I was like, oh, I get paid to do this? Oh, hell yeah.
Get paid to do something that I love.
Definitely.
So if you're doing something you love, you're never working.
Exactly. That's it.
So now, doing this, it has helped you to go abroad. I know you were military, right?
Yeah.
And now and you've also been in Kuwait, DJing.
Yeah, like everywhere.
Everywhere,
Kuwait,
overseas.
Afghanistan, Iraq, Turkey, Ireland.
DJing.
Everywhere. Yeah.
And getting paid. And loving it. Wow.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about some of those experiences and what it was like?
Craziest thing, I would have never thought that I would like country music. But going overseas, I met an artist that was just so awesome, and he turned me on to country music, Montgomery Gentry.
Okay.
And I toured with him while I was there, and so I was like, man, I'm hip hop R&B. I don't know about this, but it opened me up, and that was like one of the first major artists that I was really, really with.
Right.
And he pushed me to do so much other stuff. Right. Opened up a lot of other tours too. So
see, that makes for a good DJ. You're versatile.
Gotta be.
And all those genres of music.
Gotta be. Gotta be.
So, we have DJs now that are coming up. What is some advice you would give to those that want to do what you're doing?
Study. I had a guy tell me one time, anybody can get in there and play a record.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody can buy a controller and get a laptop.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody can do it. But if you don't know your music, you don't know how to read your crowd, you don't know your artists.
Right.
You just the average. What's gonna make you stand out with everybody else?
There you go.
You gotta have something that's gonna make you stand out.
Right.
Just like just recently, I do a lot of corporate gigs now.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know who's gonna show up. It can be a 3-year-old, it can be an 83-year-old, they can be whatever, whoever.
That makes sense.
And I have to be ready for it.
Right.
So that's just where I am now.
Right. So you can't just have that one style of music.
Exactly.
All genres of music,
Exactly.
like you said, at country.
Right.
So guys,
I like country.
know and perfect your craft. You got to know what you're doing. You got to study, like he said.
Right.
So what would you say sets you apart from other DJs? What if I wanted a DJ, what do you have that would make me want to hire you opposed to any other DJ?
It's me. It's me. Can't nobody else do me better than me. Am I the best DJ? No. Am I the worst DJ? Hell no.
Okay.
But can nobody do me better than me? I'm gonna get out there. If I see that everybody's sitting down looking sour, I'm gonna get out there and walk around and figure out what's going on.
Okay.
Is this a funeral? Is this a party?
Okay.
What is it? If it's a concert, I'm not just sitting there gonna say, "Hey, I need this set up." No, I'm gonna get out there and I'm gonna say, "Okay, I got this artist, and I need to make sure this sound is this sound is this." I'm talking to the stage manager. Shoot, I might even be the stage manager.
Okay.
It doesn't matter because that's just what it is. You got to know the business side of it.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
so, make sure you know your business side. Make sure you know your technical side.
Mm-hmm.
And go back to study.
Okay.
That's it. That's me. I'm always learning. So I'm new every day.
All right. Well, I certainly thank you for sharing that knowledge and dropping those gems with us.
Sure.
And thank you for being here on the show.
You're welcome.
So that is our show for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am your host, Nikki J. And until next time, keep pressing, praying, and pushing. Peace.